It's become a daily part of popular culture, and also we've seen traditional sports buying in as well. I feel like this is now the moment that I've been waiting for my entire esports life. One of the major changes in the early esports days was going from only playing with people that were in your local region to being able to play with anyone across the country online. Way back in 2004, we were running Halo 1 tournaments. If you wanted to compete, you had to be in the same room, playing at the same time on the same Xbox or two Xboxes. And it was hometown heroes who thought they were the best in the world because they've never seen better competition showing up and playing each other. In 2006, though, we saw Xbox Live coming out, and this is really where we saw players not winning tournaments based off of just natural talent and raw skill. It was where you could see practice paying off.
Final boss, $100,000 richer. They did not drop a game this whole tournament.
When we saw esports really pivot, it was when the sponsors started coming in and supporting not only the events themselves, but also the esports athletes. So T-Squared, I remember he was printed on something like 17 million Dr. Pepper bottles. And he went from a guy who was kind of known within the small esports scene to everyone seeing him holding his controller up, wearing the MLG jersey. I feel like when the sponsors started coming in, we went from ballrooms and kind of low budget event venues to being able to run out convention centers. And that's where we were able to take it from something that was just a hobby and we did all out of passion to, all right, now we're finally able to make a little bit of money, make a little bit of profit off of these events. Let's take it to the next level. Throughout esports, we've always been just working with what was built for the normal consumers. Esports, though, are the hardcore players, so they're always finding workarounds of how to set up games in a competitive situation and competitive environment. And the people that made the games found out that these tournaments were going on. So we saw developers starting to build tools for the people running the events. As we saw the developers getting more involved, we could do better broadcasts, better productions. They even built in tools that would make the tournaments run smoother. That really helped us be able to share what we were doing with more people. Historically, players only made money off of prize money. So if you went to a tournament, you didn't win, well, you probably are gonna be eating ramen noodles for a while. Live streaming gave players a steady income. So if you didn't have a sponsorship, if you weren't making prize money on the regular, you could still support yourself through live streaming your content. And with that, the fans kind of gave back. The audience are willing to donate. They just come in, they say, I want to support you, I want to make this something that you can do as a full-time career. The ability to create content, post it somewhere, and be able to monetize all the viewership that's going to come off of it created a steady career path for a lot of the professional gamers. One of the coolest moments is when we got involved with television and television production. MLG ran 2 years of tournaments purely online and online broadcast. Wasn't great internet throughout the country, so it wasn't the best viewing experience for people. So in 2006, we partnered with USA. We'd take a 3-day event and package it in a 45-minute episode. It ran right after, it was like Saturday morning WWE, and then the MLG Pro Circuit would just come up next. And that's where a lot of people were finding out about esports for the first time. People that somehow still don't know about competitive video gaming are learning about it, being able to watch it on TVs. It's not where the majority of the content's consumed today, but it still is a very important tool for finding new people who may not have heard about what we've been doing. And the last turning point, this one, I can't put a timestamp of when it actually happened, but it was the acceptance of pop culture and video games just becoming mainstream. I was always unashamed of gaming, but not everyone was that case. You would have people that would come to MLG events that would fly from across the country and no one at home knew what they were doing. They wouldn't tell their friends that they're a pro gamer or that they're playing games full time. But as the prize pools grew, as people just became more comfortable with talking about it, and as video game popularity just soared around the world, I think it's now a part of everyone's daily life. You look at the majority of households across the country, everyone has a console. They're also playing games on the PC. I feel like it's become a daily part of popular culture, and also we've seen traditional sports buying in as well. They got to get their investments in now. As we call it early, it's still 12 years, a little bit later than I started, but I love to see it actually happening. I remember when I first got my license, I was able to get a customized license plate, which was Xbox Freak at the time, Xbox FRK. I went back to Ohio and Mama Puckett kept it. She's had it all these days.